Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That looks like my video for whatever reason had cut out. But so when it comes to accountability, there was a lady. She she held her daughter accountable for uh spending habits. Right. This woman, she and I think she's like 21, 22. She bought a $400,000 house because of how disciplined she was with her money, her spending habits. And she does like some kind of like makeup, like a cosmetic business or whatever. And she's really successful at it. But that's because she had a mom who taught her from when she was young, taught her about discipline, taught her about, managing her money and everything like that. And I was like, wow, that is like really amazing. But at the end of the day, guys, when you hold yourself accountable, whether it be your money, whether it be maybe a house that you want, whether it be waking up on time, getting to work on time, whether it be your health, right? No matter like what those different things are, when it comes to what you're trying to achieve in life, you gotta. That's why accountability says black and white. There is no in between. Maybe I'll get up tomorrow. No, accountability says either you won't get up tomorrow on time or you will get up tomorrow on time. I mentioned a few people in the beginning of my live stream for those who are just joining. Mel Robbins. I recommend reading her book. It's called The 5-Second Rule. Really awesome book. Basically, in a nutshell, and you can still read it. It's a great read. Actually, I think it's on Audible. So if you guys have Audible, which is like, it's like electronic book. You just listen audio. In a nutshell, she talks about the 5-second rule, which is basically making an instinctive decision. It's science proved that when you are faced with a decision every single time, you have 5 seconds to jump on that decision or to act on that decision. And within that 5 seconds, it's called instinct, right? Many of us have been confronted with instinct before, where, I don't know, let's say somebody like throws something, you don't even think twice about it, you just dodge, right? Within 5 seconds, you acted off of instinct. Or maybe you see a child falling, you don't think twice, oh man, a child is falling, wow, he's going to really hurt himself. Within 5 seconds, you done ran to the child's safety and helped the child. Or maybe you stop somebody's plate from falling or tripping over, or whatever the case. In different phases of our life, or I got a funny example. Or dog. Plenty of us have been chased by dogs before, right? I know. When I was younger, I was chased by a dog, and man, I did not know how fast I can run until I was chased by a dog. I'm telling you, do you ever want to know if you was qualified for track? Try running from a dog, okay? Like, I heard a guy say one time, he said, I did really good at like all of my track meets because I always imagined myself being chased by a dog. And I was like, that is hilarious. But it worked for him. He did good. He said, yeah. He said, try imagine being chased by a dog all the time. It's really something else. But you have to hold yourself accountable, whether it be if it's your health, right? If it's your health, I mean, I do like different like health lectures and stuff sometimes. I'm pretty I guess open-minded when it comes to health. At the same time, I do hold myself accountable for my health, right? There's different people out there. You have family members. There are different people out there who have family members who are bad in health, making poor health decisions. But that's where accountability comes in, guys. When it comes to your health, you're like, I'm not supposed to eat that. Don't eat it. That's what accountability says. Don't eat it, right? Simple as that. Don't eat it. You're not supposed to do this, not supposed to do that, right? But people like to say, oh, well, forget that. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to live life to the fullest, right? And people use that term sometimes out of context, sometimes out of what it actually means. living life to its very fullest, meaning you want to get you want to get out of life. You want to get out of life everything that it has to offer, right? And we're talking about all the good things. When that phrase was first made, it was for the purpose of getting all of the positive good things out of life, right? Most people say, oh, go to parties and this and that. I'm not against partying and different things. You want to go out and get wasted and black out or whatever. I'm not against that. To each its own. But listen, when it comes to your health, when it comes to living life to the fullest, that is not, in sound mind, the best decision, right there. And I say that to say that it's not a horrible decision, but that's not the best decision that you can make. There are better decisions that you can make other than that kind of living life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest is going out, exploring the different parts of the world that you have not discovered yet, right? You ask yourself, when was the last time that you had, went to like the Grand Canyon or something? When was the last time you visited the mountains, the hills and stuff where everything was like super colorful, or you visit Yellowstone Park or something like that? When was like the last time you did like all of those different things? So with that being said, when it comes to being being held accountable, your health, right? You have to do the things necessary to prevent yourself from catching certain diseases. The idea is, how bad do you want it? And that's what Eric Thomas said. E.T. the Project Preacher. Look him up on YouTube. He always tell you, how bad do you want it? Right? He said, if you don't want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you don't want to be successful. He says, when you decide to want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And being successful on that scale, you got to hold yourself accountable. It requires to be held accountable. It requires accountability. So with that being said, guys, I just want to say thank you. My family just came in, went to library story time. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out the stream. If you guys want me to do like more streams on like different things, just like list in the comments different topics and everything, some things that we could talk about. Give me some ideas, some things that we can talk about. If you're going to go ahead and let's say shoot for like every Monday morning. We'll do every Monday morning, do a motivational stream on a topic of your choice. If you don't have a topic, of course, I'll have a topic to talk about. But let's see, what do you got? Let's see, who's that? Awesome. No, it's no problem, man. Appreciate it. No, thank you so much for joining the live stream. Hey, if you want to see more of the streams, go ahead and just hit like and subscribe, man, and just hit that bell. You get notified when I do live streams. I do gaming, so I don't know if you guys game. I mean, I could talk about like different things and stuff like that, life problems, solutions and stuff, things that we can, figure out when it comes to life and holding ourselves accountable, different things to kind of help keep us motivated. Again, in the beginning of the live stream, I talked about those people who already have it made out for them. Those people, I like to say, they are cross country. I got to go across the country. I got to go through a process just so I can get like a one-on-one, face-to-face with them. Me, I'm more of a down the street kind of guy, right? You can come to my house and be like, hey man, I remember when you was renting this house. Now you just bought it. Wow, that's really great, man. I'm very encouraged. I'm very inspired to see that you are saving up your money and doing the necessary things so you can buy this house. Maybe that's a goal. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you no longer want to rent. Maybe you want to have a mortgage. But you got to be more disciplined in your finances. You got to be more disciplined in what you want to do. You got to be. It allows you to be more focused. You can't go out there, especially to my parents out there, right? I don't know if you guys who are on the stream, if you all are parents, but if you have children, you can't do the things that you used to do when you didn't have children, right? Now that you have children, it requires more of your time. It requires you to be more focused. It requires you to be more organized, right? Because now you have 2 or 3 or 1, you have little ones that look up to you now, right? Now you got to be more of an example. Now you got to hold yourself accountable to different things, right? But tonight we're going to go ahead and we're going to be streaming from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I know there's a lot of people who work, but I want to try to sort of like work different schedules and stuff, talk about different things. But if you guys happen to have any ideas of things that we can talk about, different subjects, then you just leave it in the comments. Let me know some subjects that you guys like to talk about. We can go ahead and talk about it. So once again, I thank you guys for joining me in this live stream, and you take it easy. I'll catch you next time.